We talked a lot about what it was like for us at that time and kind of those touch points of the first kissing party and peer pressure and starting to pull away from your friends. And so then as we were starting to think of the characters, it was like, how do you differentiate them so they're not all in the same place? And it was important for us that they're all kind of going through their own different journeys of sixth grade, even though they all have the same kind of ultimate goal of getting to the party.
Lucas is the heart of the movie, the moral backbone of the movie. He's a kid who's going. His parents are going through a divorce, and he feels very unmoored, and he's trying to latch on to his friends. That kind of certainty of friendship, because he doesn't know what's going to happen with his family, what's going to happen at home. So he's trying to really hold on tight to his friendship group.
Jacob just has these really expressive eyes. He looks really innocent. And the idea of putting him into these adult situations, or him trying to navigate situations for sixth graders, that's what we felt like he could do so well. And so when he talks about this might be, that's my wife you're talking about, that's my future wife you're talking about, and you believe that he believes it, that we felt like that type of earnestness would really kind of carry through a lot of the comedy, juxtaposed with the adult world.
Thor's the mouth. He's a loud mouth. He's got a lot of strong thoughts on things. A lot of let me tell you the way the world works. He does not know how the world works. He, he's kind of stayed the same throughout from the first draft of the script to the shooting draft. He's always been, he's a little fundamentalist. He's just like, here's what we got to do. This is wrong. That's right. And he kind of propels a lot of the action in the movie. And he's also probably has the biggest potty mouth of all the kids.
Sixth grade is kind of the beginning of you start to make choices and you decide that you want to start doing musical theater, and maybe your friends don't want to do musical theater. And so as you get older, you'll become the musical theater kid, and someone else will become the basketball kid, and someone else will run for class president, and those will become your friends because those are your hobbies and your interests. And where the kids start off in the movie, they're all kind of holding on to each other. I think they're really scared of what would happen if one of them didn't show up for lunch, and where would they sit, and all those kind of dynamics. Max is invited to a kissing party by the cool kid Soren, and he has a crush on a girl, Brixley, and she's gonna be at the party. And this to him is going to be a real opportunity for him to profess his love. They might kiss, and it starts a chain reaction of the boys realizing that they don't know how to kiss, and you can't go to a kissing party unprepared.
Molly Gordon plays Hannah. That's Max's neighbor. And her best friend is played by Midori Francis, whose name is Lily. And basically, these are two best friends who, we thought it was really funny that in this movie that you could have the villains would be two 16-year-old girls. It just made us laugh. Jacob was very excited about the shootout, the paintball gun scene. He was practicing his moves.
He had watched The Matrix multiple times. It was, he has to get into character. You don't just walk onto a set and start shooting a paintball gun.
Yeah. Anytime there's conflict and stress, it's going to affect the friendship and challenge the friendship. And you add to that puberty and just growing up and getting older.
Hormones and crossing a highway.
Right.
We're throwing some obstacles at them.
Right.
Puberty being number one, crossing a highway number two.